Hello, everyone, and welcome to Christian Brothers High School football. After the bye week, the Brothers back in action, the first of 3 straight home games to end the regular season. And first up, it is Lipscomb Academy. Welcome into our Lilly Company pregame show. I'm Eli Savoy, and as always, we kick off the broadcast by talking with the head coach of the Brothers, Thomas McDaniel. And Coach, the bye week, fall break last week, coming off the heartbreaking Briarcrest defeat. For you, was it good to have a week away and kind of clear your head a little bit?
I mean, a break's always good. I mean, this thing's a grind. You know, people don't, if you've not been in it, you really can't understand what it's like just on a daily basis trying to prepare for practice. It's not like other sports, the amount of scripting and managing the roster and injuries and depth and that doesn't even get into the game planning aspect of it. And so a break is always welcome. Getting away, clear your mind, that would be a different conversation. You know, the fall break would have been a lot different, you know, had we made the field goal. So we didn't. And, you know, it was heartbreaking, as you said. You know, we've had a couple close calls with them in the last couple of years. We've been very fortunate. You know, in particular in 2023, I really thought we stole it. They were winning the game, and we hit a trick play late, and Hurdle kicked a field goal to walk off. And this year, you know, I think our kids played their butts off. We, you know, our plan kind of went according to what we wanted to see happen. Had the ball with 4 minutes left, drove 60 yards, got it in great position to make the kick, basically to walk off with the win, and I really thought that's what we were going to do. And so, you know, again, disappointing, but at the end of the day, that's why you play the game. You know, you're going to live and learn. I still think, I think the thing I appreciate about our guys is they're resilient. I think they understand that we still have a lot to play for. Like you said, 3 home games, 3 region games, can still host a playoff game. Look, we're 2 or 3 plays away from being 5-2, and we're 3-4, and that's what we are, and that's what we've earned. But I still think we're a good football team. We've got to learn how to manage those couple game-changing plays. You know, I tell our guys all the time, you know, every play, you know, there's 120, 150, whatever that number is in a particular game. You know, every play has a life of its own, and it's going to impact the game in some capacity. And, you know, you look at, you know, we've just not capitalized on certain things. And, you know, a big one early, we obviously got a pick 6 to start the game on their second drive. They were at midfield, quarterback, who's a really good player, threw one across the field. Safety was in great position, made a great play on the ball, and it went through his hands. He picks that, he's going to score. So you're literally talking about first 5 or 6 throws of the game, 2 interceptions for touchdowns. We picked that one, and I mean, you know, that's a lot of air let out of the balloon. 14-3 with a little over a few minutes to go in the second half, and we give up a trick play for a touchdown. Ironically enough, it's basically the exact same play we ran against Pure. So, you know, we gave them a cheap one to make it 14-10. We go in at halftime 14-3. I think it's a total different game. So, just understanding that we got to make the plays that are there. You know, I left the practice field on Tuesday and was bragging to some of the coaches about, you know, we come off fall break. We had a JV game on Monday night. Our JV looked like they hadn't played football in 6 months. You know, you can lose a lot fast, you know. Yeah. And but we've had a really good week of preparation. They're in good spirits. I think they're very, you know, enthusiastic about the 3 challenges that we have remaining. And I think, you know, poetically enough, somebody every week puts 0-0 on the board in our locker room. I don't know what kid does it, but they do. And Sunday I sent a group message out and said, you know, at the end of the day, it's fall break's over. We're 0-0. We need to go focus on Lipscomb Academy and try to get some momentum back, get our confidence going, and give ourselves to play our best football at the end of the year. And I know we haven't done that yet. So I'm excited to see how we, you know, continue to improve, and hopefully we can, you know, put a little run together.
Generally, our kids at this age, high school kids, are they good at being able to, come off a game like that? Again, it's a big rival, heartbreak, and be able to process it and move past it, and how quickly do you want them to do that, or how much do you need to kind of hurt so that they're ready for the next game?
Well, I learned a long time ago, it probably doesn't mean as much to them as you want it to. For some kids it does. For other kids it's, it's a blip on the radar screen. But I think they're able to process it and move on a lot of times better than the coaches, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of beauty in that. I think I've gotten better as I've gotten older. At the end of the day, it's a high school football game, with the exception of the people that are in the inner circle of the CBHS community. Most people don't know anything about it, nor do they care. When I go to the lunchroom every day, the lady that I get food from, she doesn't know what our record is, and it's not even on her radar. So, you want it to sting because they put so much time and energy and effort into it. I know that when we walked off the field the other night, there was a lot of devastation. It just call it what you want, but they're frustrated again. We put ourselves in position to win the game, and you're just coming up short. And at the end of the day, I'm the one that has to own that and take responsibility for it. It's not a matter of effort. It's not a matter of toughness. It's a matter of a few key plays that we're not executing. And but I am proud of the way that we came back. What was it because of the break? I can't answer that. I just know that this week we've had a great mindset, positive energy around the locker room, and I think they're excited about. It'd be easy to look at it right now, and again, you go back and you look at the NBA game, and there was plays to be had in that game. We played that game a lot closer than the score, but. So we've had 3 games that, we really felt like we had chances to win and we couldn't find a way to win. But I think they're in a position right now where they're up for the challenge, and they could, pout and moan and complain, and they hadn't done that. So again, that's as a coach, you love that about your group. I didn't expect any different, but I think we'll figure it out, put it together, and hopefully play our best football.
Well, now with these 3 games remaining, all at home, which we haven't been at home much here recently at all, but 3 region games that if you win those, certainly, then you're still in a good position, hosting and all those types of things. So there's still plenty to be played for these final 3 games, and you've got them all at home. Yeah,
I mean, again, we do. We have a lot to play for. There's a lot of football left to go in the 2025 season, and they're going to. This season, these next 3 weeks are going to create memories regardless. These, in particular for these older guys, there's going to be things about these last couple of weeks that'll be burned in their memory for the rest of their life. We need to figure out what those memories are going to look like. And if the way we've prepared and practiced it is any indication, I feel good because we've not given up the fight. It would be easy to, just kind of lay down, and we all know our back's against the wall, and let's fight it out. We got 3 good challenges in front of us, but they're all games that I feel like if we play well, we're capable of winning. And like you said, they have playoff implications. We're still in a position to host a playoff game, so there's much to play for. And if the way we've prepared so far is any indication, our kids know that.
What do you expect out of this Lipscomb team?
Yeah, so their quarterback is good football player, active arm, moves around, can create things outside the pocket if you don't do a good job of keeping him contained. They've got one really dynamic receiver that has made some big plays in all their games. So, we've got to focus on stopping him first, containing the quarterback, and, ultimately trying to get them to beat us left-handed. I don't think they particularly want to run the football a lot. I think we've seen more powerful offenses. I still believe, as I told you from the beginning of the year, we have a good defensive football team. Mm-hmm. We've got some plays that I know that we would like to get back, but we're not a cakewalk defensively. Briarcrest is a very good offensive football team, and we did a great job the majority of the night defending them. So, I think we'll be up to the challenge there defensively. now that we've kind of made the move to Will J. Mason as our featured tailback, he's shown to be a workhorse for us. Our problem offensively right now is getting behind the chains with penalties and just not giving ourselves a chance to be in position to score. When we've gotten in the red zone, we've struggled, and when we've gotten close to the red zone, we've had issues because of self-inflicted negatives. So that's a story old as time, but got to clean up. I thought we blocked better in the run game against Briarcrest. I thought we did some really good things running the football. Had a couple explosives on the perimeter as well, and did a good job at times of giving what Briarcrest would allow us to have, or just taking the easy things that we needed to. But there's still work to be done there, and but again, I saw progress from Pure to Briarcrest, and again, you say, well, you've been doing this all year, but again, you look at last week with fall break, it's easy to lose what you've worked on for 6, 8, 10 weeks. So, I think we've got things going in the right direction. We've just got to stay out of our own way and finish some drives.
All right, Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
That is head coach Thomas McDaniel. We've got more of the Lilly Company pregame show coming your way as we get set for kickoff between the Brothers and Lipscomb Academy. This is Christian Brothers High School Football.